Hi, and welcome to Astro Bites for Sunday, the 7th of July, 2024. Today, the moon is in the fiery sign of Leo, a fixed sign. And when the moon is in Leo, it has us kind of feeling almost intuitively that we should somehow be holding court or being a little bit more the center of attention, even if normally we don't particularly like to be the center of attention. We might even find that things are happening in our lives that make us the center of attention. Now, as it moves in to Leo, the moon, Neptune, that is our big outer planet of illusion, dreams, fantasy, it's kind of psychic abilities, sometimes it can even represent viruses, bugs, infections, anything that we can't really see or touch. So Neptune often brings in confusion to sort of what's going on, so that we can't see clearly the direction we should go. Now, Neptune has just turned retrograde in Pisces, a water sign, the 12th sign of the zodiac. And it's basically standing still in the sky because it's really thinking about its next move, which is going to be in Aries. But that's not until next year, when it dips back into Pisces and fully enters Aries in 2026. But we'll come to that later. Now, Neptune today, retrograde, is taking us back in time, is taking us within, is taking us into the depths of our kind of psyche and soul to reflect on dreams that have not come to pass. And because it's a trine, which is a helpful aspect, we may find ourselves thinking a little bit more constructively about how we could make these dreams manifest. You know, sometimes what happens is we have a fixed idea about the outcome of certain situations in our life. And really what this trine from Neptune to the moon in Leo is inviting is saying, be a little bit more flexible. Be a little bit more kind of imaginative and creative with the outcome. Look at alternatives. Are there alternatives to what you may have fixed in stone, to certain kind of visions you've got on your, let's say, your inner mental vision board? Because when we have two fixed ideas, we don't let or empower the divine to step in and work the divine's magic. And that can often bring in things and ways to solve problems that we've never ever thought about. Also today, Saturn, also in Pisces and retrograde, is making a sextile to the fiery, assertive, sometimes angry, and god of war, Mars, the ruler of Aries. Now, Mars is currently in the sign of Taurus. It gets a bit bogged down in Taurus. It can't move very easily. It feels fixed and stuck, and it can't kind of break out of that energy. Now, Saturn making a sextile is actually saying, look, things will be okay if you put a little bit of thought and structure into how you make your dreams manifest. Saturn, remember, is about timing. Saturn is about boundaries, taking our time with things. And so I do feel that Saturn today is really being beneficial in asking us to just take our time. You know, have a think about, because it's retrograde, have a think about what's been going on over the last few days or the last week. And maybe it's a time for inner reflection. And maybe it's time to not be all kind of going in all guns blazing, but to take a step back and wait for the right time. Now remember, only you can know what I mean by this, but who knows? It could make all the difference. Timing, remember, is everything. So, on that note, thank you so much for joining me for today's Astrobite. And I'll actually be back later for my live stream, which is all about the week ahead, but we have a word of the week, but I go a little bit more in depth to the week ahead and some of the upcoming major transits that deserve more attention. So join me later. It's at 6 o'clock Central European Daylight Time. If you click on the notification button, it will alert you in the area of the planet that you are currently living in. Isn't that cool? And for now, thanks for joining me for Astro Bites, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.